Hey guys, welcome back for another video. This is it. We have the final game, Super Bowl 59, coming up. It's going to be on February 9th, Sunday. The final match of the 24-25 NFL football season. It's almost over, but we got to relish this time. Enjoy it while we have it. What we're going to do today is we'll be giving our early predictions and picks on who's going to be winning the 24-25 Super Bowl before the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments about this game, any past games, anything else, drop it below and I will respond to everyone. This is actually a rematch of Super Bowl 57. There's going to be a lot of build-up for this game. A lot of people are pissed off no matter what side you are on. We are going to have Patrick Mahomes here again, rematching it versus Jalen Hurts. We're going to break down this game, break down the rosters, try to predict the outcome. We also have our Twitter handle below. Make sure to follow us there as well. There's a lot of anticipation for this game. Like I mentioned previously, this is a rematch of the Super Bowl 57 game. This is the same quarterbacks going back at it. Philadelphia fans are very sore about Super Bowl 57. They thought they got robbed with that defensive holding call, gave the ball to the Chiefs. They were ending up able to win it there based off of that call. That's a common theme that we've been seeing in the playoffs with the Chiefs. They get a lot of favorable calls, and a lot of people who've played them are pissed off. Everyone who is not a Chiefs fan is going to be rooting for the Eagles this game. But a lot of people still don't like the Eagles as well. They have a very fired up fan base. But both of these teams are immensely talented, and this is one of those games, it is 50-50. It could go either way. As of right now, we're going to have two of the best defenses in the NFL, two of the best quarterbacks facing off. Who's going to win this game at the line of scrimmage? Who's going to win this game in the trenches? Both teams have their strengths. Both teams have the areas where you can attack them on the ground and through the air, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. But this game is going to be Sunday, February 9th, 6:30 p.m. It is the Super Bowl. Everybody knows what the game is. It's going to be crazy. This game is going to be in New Orleans this season, in the Caesars Superdome. It's going to be packed. There's going to be anticipation. Both teams have some injury. Where they really need to focus on getting that offensive line at 100%. Lane Johnson, Dickerson, Juergens, they got to get all those guys healthy, ready to go, because the Eagles' strength is on that line and they want to lean on it the entire game over the course of 4 quarters. Looking at the matchup here, you are going to have the Chiefs coming in as very ever so slight favorites. 1.5 point favorites. Over here is 49.5. The Chiefs have a 43.8% chance to win this game. It's actually the fans picking the Eagles with a 56.2% chance to win this game. But this game is practically a pick-em, practically a 50-50. Flip a quarter, and then who's going to win this game? This game could easily go down to the very final possession. It's hard to predict who's going to have the ball last in a game, but that's probably going to be who's going to win this game. It's going to be a close one. Both teams have the quarterbacks that can move the ball. Both teams want to establish the run game. But it's going to be the defenses that are probably going to decide the outcome to this game. Where the Chiefs have one of their strengths is obviously they've only been flagged 5 times this entire playoffs. Make of that what you will. That's a whole nother video. They only have 5 where the Eagles get flagged left and right. They have a very fiery team. They have to control the flags. The refs are going to be giving the Chiefs flags even if you didn't do anything wrong. You got to make sure that you don't give them any more cause to throw any additional flags on you right now. Looking at the Eagles, they want to dominate the ground and pound run game. They have a quarterback who runs 50% of the time, and they have the best running back in the NFL. Hurts, Saquon Barkley, you got to stop both of those guys. It's not good enough just for you to shut down one with your front 7. You have to be able to shut down Barkley from picking up the ground. You have to be able to stop Hurts from being able to scramble for those first downs. If you flush him out of the pocket, he can run like Josh Allen runs, power running, but he can also scramble, take off, pick up massive yardage on the ground with his legs, with his power, with his speed. So this is a multifaceted offense. They want to run the ball a lot more than the Buffalo Bills did. But obviously, the Chiefs, who have one of the best front 7s in the NFL, they want to shut down the run game. Can they take the run game away from the Eagles? If you take the run game from them, you're also taking the play action away from them as well. And for the Eagles, their goal, force the Chiefs into 3rd and long situations. Patrick Mahomes has not thrown a pick since week 11. They want to change that. They want to take away Hunt, take away Pacheco, force them into those third and long situations. They have a pretty decent wide receiver core. They have Kelsey at tight end. They have Schuster. They have Worthy. They have Brown. But this isn't the wide receiver core that the Eagles have. If they do have the edge at wide receiver, you want to force those other guys into making plays for the Chiefs, and you do that by forcing them into those third down, third and long situations as of right now. For the regular season, Patrick Mahomes comes in here, 3,900 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, 11 picks. But up to about week 10, he was actually having a pretty sloppy season. But you know who the Chiefs are. They are a experienced veteran squad. Once they get to the second half of the season, that's actually when they start playing their best football. They are a playoff team, a team built for the playoffs. Spagnuolo, Andy Reid, lots of knowledge at the coaching positions for this team, and the team knows how to win. They know how to win close games, 17 straight one-possession wins. Like I said, make of that what you will. And looking at the Eagles side, you have Jalen Hurts. He's been banged up throughout the season, missed probably 3 to 4 games, still finished this season 2,900 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 picks. He also added 4 rushing touchdowns that finished the season with 32 overall touchdowns. It's what he can do with his legs that separates him from the pack. If you notice when you watch the Chiefs-Bills game, a lot of those runs came down to 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 situations. The Bills' offensive line wasn't able to get as much push, and that's what, of course, led to that really, really controversial call where they did not give the Bills the first down. But that's not going to be the case with the Eagles' offensive line. They might have the best offensive line in the NFL, and they dominate. They own the tush push. They made the tush push mainstream. Hurts, they're going to power those 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 situations. It's going to put a lot of strain on the Chiefs' front seven. You have to stop the Eagles from doing what they do best. Converting short yardage running situations where everyone knows you're going to run and you're still going to power it through, line up under center, tush push it, get that first down. The Chiefs have to stop that. They have to make this game like they did the Bills. Dominate that line of scrimmage, keep them from being able to convert those short yardage situations. That's the Eagles' strength. Chiefs have a good defensive line. It's going to be strength on strength here. Who's going to come out owning the line of scrimmage? These games usually always do come down to the line of scrimmage. Looking at the Chiefs as a whole, they're averaging 22.6 points a game, throwing for 222.4, running for 105.3, giving up 19.2 points a game. They did finish the season with a top 7 defense in the nation, led by Jones. This team's going to get after it. They feast off of quarterback pressures. Top 10 in sacks, top 10 in tackles for a loss, top 10 in quarterback pressures. They're going to come after Hurts. If they're able to control that run game, easier said than done, you're going to put Hurts where he doesn't want to be. Hurts doesn't want to be throwing the ball 25, 30 times per game. That's not his strength. His strength is running and using that running to turn it into play action where they have Smith, where they have Brown. That's where their strength is. Looking at the Eagles offense, they did finish the season with a top 7 offense overall. They averaged 27.2 points a game. They're throwing for 187.9. They had the number 2 rushing team in the NFL, running for 179.3. Probably the most balanced offense in the NFL. But it's that defense that makes a difference here. The number 1 defense in the NFL this season, 17.8 points per game given up. Will that defense be able to travel to New Orleans for the Super Bowl where they can make a difference? They have one of the best secondaries in the NFL, only giving up 174.2 yards through the air. They have a top 3 secondary. They're going to need it. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be looking for those speedsters down the field. Worthy, Brown, if you can take the deep passing game away, you know the Chiefs want to dominate the short, intermittent passing game with Kelsey, Pacheco, Hunt, dumping the ball off to them. You want to put pressure on them. They're going to need those deep passes because they want to expand their offense, and they're only giving up 104.2 on the ground. That is a top 10 rush defense. Chiefs dominate the rush defense, only giving up 101.8 on the ground. That's a top 5 rush defense. Again, same thing keeps popping up. Strength on strength. The Chiefs front 7 versus the Eagles offensive line, which we know is one of the best. Can they shut down the run game? If the Eagles are able to run the ball, this is going to be a very long day for the Chiefs because they're going to dominate the time of possession. They're going to keep the ball out of the Chiefs offense's hands. Looking at the playmakers for the Chiefs, you have Patrick Mahomes, and you also have to account for his scrambling ability. He's not fast, he's not powerful, but he is very hard to bring down because he's elusive on the ground. They have Hunt, they have Pacheco, Kelsey, Worthy, Brown, Schuster, and on the other side, the Eagles are loaded. One of the best offensive rosters in the NFL, but they got to make sure their playmakers show up to make plays. They have Jalen Hurts. He's basically two players. You have passing Jalen Hurts, and then you have rushing Jalen Hurts, and then you have Saquon Barkley. You have to mention this guy's name. The best running back in the NFL this season. Passed on the opportunity to set the all-time yardage rushing record for one season. Passed on that, set out week 18 just to make sure his legs were healthy and rested for a Super Bowl run. Hey guys, they've made it to the Super Bowl, but now they have to win it. They have Brown, they have Smith, they are loaded at the wide receiver position. Experienced veteran wide receivers, small guys, big guys, guys that can come down and make contested throws. This team is loaded on the offensive side. They are loaded on the defensive side. They have the revenge factor here, wanting to get revenge for Super Bowl 57, but the Chiefs have other things on their side as well. They have a great defense, they have experience, and this is a veteran team looking for their back-to-back Super Bowl victory right now. No team has ever won 3 straight Super Bowls. The Chiefs have the chance here, and we know they're going to get a couple questionable flags. It is what it is. Will the Eagles be able to overcome that? They are the underdogs right now. This game is truly a coin flip. This one could go either way. At the end of the day, though, I honestly think the Eagles are going to pull it out. I have the Eagles winning this one 30-27. It's going to be close, guys. I think they're up. They get the ball last. They convert a third down situation, short yardage third down, and then they just kneel and run the clock out. That's the way that Super Bowl 59 ends. The Eagles win. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, please drop it below, and I will respond. Thank you.